see, the azaleas are almost in full bloom. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Hey, bud. So Mr. Rambo here, he broke his leg in 2 places. Morrow, our golden retriever, and him love to play, but one time they got a little bit too rough and they came running into the room, and Morrow, of course, is faster than him and ended up running over Rambo, and he went tumbling and started screaming bloody murder. So I went over to him and he was freaking out, of course. He ended up biting me like 3 times. I had a decent sized bruise right here, and so he's had it for about 4 weeks now. He's got to have it for 2 more weeks. So that's pretty crazy, y'all. This has been the longest time I've taken to post another video. It's been over 4 weeks. I've just been kind of feeling like being quiet and enjoying this nice springtime weather. But I want to show you the garden because it's looking just really pretty right now. Rambo, what are you doing, buddy? You see this borage is just beautiful. This is that white borage that I love. It is all blooming right now. I have a little blue in here. But most of them are white. And most of these reseeded from last year, but then some of them I planted in the fall. That's the best time for me to plant my borage, is the fall. That way it's nice and beautiful like this. It will start dying off when it starts getting really hot. It's kind of a mix of things here. This is comfrey, borage and comfrey. This is all a bunch of cilantro I just threw out here. Arugula. I do love the arugula flower. I'm not a big fan of the flavor of arugula. It's not my thing, but I plant it just because I think the flower is pretty. See? I had someone tell me last year that kind of looks like fairy wings, and I would agree. But tomorrow, today's Friday, I'm going to be getting the garden out. I had to move all the tobacco out for the most part, you see. I ran out of room in the greenhouse. This, I think, is a mustard green. Pretty, huh? Yeah, I've got some tobacco over here. This is oregano. Creeping thyme. I've got a bunch more over here. I'll show you where I'm putting that today. Oh, I see this. Rutabagas are starting to bloom. I had rutabagas going all around the teepee, but when we got the snow, they did not like that. So a good majority of them died off. Well, the tomatoes are crazy tall. I don't want them getting any taller than this because at this point they really start competing for that sun, and I don't want them to get all leggy, which they're already getting that way a little bit. Except these ones that I moved into bigger pots. Look at these. So every night I have to stack my basil and sunflowers that I started a week and a half ago. And these are all the squash guys, look. Kind of planted those on my own weeks ago. Gotta keep everything covered like the basil at night. This is the basil I had to start later. Because all the basil I started before Christmas ended up getting that weird fungus, and I ended up losing a good 95% of it, which is unfortunate. I have to cover these at night because of mice, and they really love basil. cute little frog. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna need to move you. Here you go. Morrow, my golden retriever, here, she helped me sniff out some mice over here. And we caught one. Okay, I know she's in here. I saw her. Come on, Morrow. There she is. You see her? She's up in the thing. How do I get her out? Morrow, she's right up here. Morrow! How do I get her out of there? Morrow, come here. You were right, they were in there. She's right there, I can grab her. This is driving you crazy. It's driving me crazy. Just gonna grab her. Okay. Just gonna grab the thing. And I don't know. Do I just give it tomorrow? Does that sound terrible? You're not going anywhere. Gotcha. It's a cute little thing. I ate all my peppers though. Nope. Just another board fall. I wasn't expecting two to come out. I should have anticipated that. That's how it works generally, isn't it? But so yeah, it startled me. We almost caught the second one last night. We're gonna try again tonight. Morrow is an exceptional mouse catcher. Who would have known? She's so quick. Some of these sunflowers are looking leggy. I'll probably move these sunflowers out tonight on a table. Well, not tonight, but when these tomatoes are out and I have a table. Right now, all my tables are being used up. Look at this. This is what my basil should all look like. This is the stuff I planted after Christmas. Oh, well, and look, these gardens just way too tall, you guys. There's pollen everywhere. Yes, everything has to get out. These artichokes, they're looking great. I'm very excited about the artichokes. Rambo, you taking the pops? Yeah. Don't really want you to eat those. You can still use those. Let me see. I would have put the rest of these tomatoes in these bigger pots, but I've run out of room. That's all we had to do here. Rambo, come on. It's gonna get up to 87 today. But this hairy vetch is doing great. I've got a little bit of it flowering over here. Gotta be careful with this borage, it's a bit prickly, but I do love it. And this hairy vetch will just keep going up. The thing I do have to be careful with it is wasps like to make nests in this. So eventually when I do take it down, I need to be careful. Oh wow, look at all these mushrooms. How fun. They look like little parasols. How cute. I don't know what kind these are. So I plant the hairy vetch for fun. You can use it as a cover crop. It is a legume, so it helps put more nitrogen into the soil. But I mostly plant it because it's just something to have out here that's green, that grows throughout the winter. And as you see, it's really taking off now. I have it all over. I have quite a few cabbages I need to go ahead and harvest. The slugs are starting to come out, I see. Not very many though. I have a lot of frogs and toads and snakes. I haven't had... The pests aren't really much of an issue for my brassicas. Oh, I noticed yesterday I was starting to walk into some spiderweb. It's been the first time in months. I forgot to mow in here. I mowed this week. Bit wild over here. My goal for this area was to have borage solidly on the outside. So you see I've got some, but something happened to it. I can't remember. Was it a chicken? I don't remember. Something ended up happening to the borage that I planted on this side here, which is unfortunate. Next year though, these are all radishes. Pretty. Swiss chard and parsley here. And of course I got my garlic mixed in with everything. This wild mock strawberry is just taking over everywhere and I love it. I really do. It's just really pretty to have my mounds covered in greenery. Now, I bury them frequently with the chicken bedding and mulch, leaves, grass clippings. So it gets buried, and then then it comes up through that eventually. I forgot there's rocks there. I'm gonna move this. A wheelbarrow here. See, that one needs to be harvested. It's starting to flower. We don't want that. I had to replant all my red sail lettuce, a whole bunch out here that I planted out in the fall, but they didn't like the snow so much. A lot of them died off. Your collards. What's you guys doing? I got all wet. I love this color here. I nibbled it. My pansies and my violas got taken out heavily by the mice. Now I planted over 500 of them and I might have 50 left. So next year I'm gonna just put them around the house and we'll go nuts and it'll look real pretty. What you chewing on? I had to move the peppers out, y'all. I have some really nice tall peppers that I started. All the tobacco, peppers, and basil I started before Christmas. And the peppers were looking great, and a lot of them still do, except I noticed the mice started nibbling at them, so I had to move them. I'll show you. Nathan trimmed this fig tree down quite a bit. It was just getting ridiculously tall. Look, these are the Nanking cherry trees. The Carolina pine berries down here low, they can grow in the shade. They're not as sweet as strawberries, but it's still a berry and it's edible. Those have been filling in pretty well. Hey, buddy. This mulberry. I planted it last year. Hey, carpenter bee. Looks like it's drinking. Ooh, there it goes. So I put all my peppers. Ooh, bees are out today. Here. If you see, these ones are the Buena Mulata. I just put in a rose bush. Look at this. You see they were just nibbling at all the lower leaves. And then they took that one in half. I was just so annoyed by that, so I had to take them out. See, they were doing it to these too. These are my paprika, I think. They're safe up here. The cats hang out here a lot, so. You see, this is the area here I'll be putting the creeping thyme. See how it just grows up? Ridiculous here, but I have daffodils. In fact, all my white daffodils have not bloomed yet. I've planted about 500 or more daffodil bulbs in this small area here, but I've been having rotting issues. The bulbs are just rotting in the ground, so I don't have very many that pop up, even though I've planted a lot. But my goal with this area is to eventually have daffodils throughout here. And then the ground cover is that creeping thyme. I contacted Dustin, the man that comes and drops me off mulch throughout the year, and he'll be coming by soon. And I'll take that mulch, I'll mulch up this area, avoiding the daffodils, of course, burying all the weeds, and then I'll put out the creeping thyme, and we'll let that go. But everything is filling in nicely. Hopefully these bloom this year. These did not bloom last year, just a couple, you see. Did. I kind of think that I cut them at the wrong time. I cut them back at the wrong time, and I probably accidentally cut off all the flowers that were supposed to bloom. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Forgot to cut my butterfly bush back this early spring. Meant to, and I forgot. Look at these ones. If anybody knows what this is, let me know. I bought these from Walmart 5 or 6 years ago, and they advertised them as a snowball bush. Because I love snowball bushes, they're just gorgeous. Well, these are not, as you see. They're still very beautiful, but they don't bloom as long, especially if we get a really heavy thunderstorm, which we've been getting a lot of lately. It will come just pounding down and all of the blossoms will just fall to the ground. And look at this. So I do a lot of propagation. I propagate a lot of my hydrangeas and azaleas, and I figured out finally how to propagate my roses. So this is one of them here. They're tiny, but I have them going all the way down to that tree. On both sides. Hydrangeas here. Of course, still very baby. These are all stuff I've taken from cuttings. I'm working my way down the driveway. I just want it to have beautiful flowers on either side. So I'll be taking more cuttings this year. What y'all doing? There's a massive rat snake down there yesterday. I went to go check them out. It startled me. Yeah, everything's crazy overgrown over here because I can't mow it. Which I don't like because then I do worry about snakes. I don't mind the rat snakes, of course. It's just the copperheads. Blueberries. Oh, that darn weed. Oh, I can't remember what this one's called again. Cling something, because it's like a sticker. It's sticky, you know. We're gonna get some good blueberries this year. We've got 18 blueberry bushes over here. Let's not do that. Let's not dig a hole. Come on. What are you doing in there? It's been so hot this week. It's been close to like 90 degrees some of these days, so he's been hot. He's not used to it yet. None of us are. They're playing with a gourd. You're being too crazy. You're not supposed to be running, you know. You've got stuff stuck to your fur. Alright, y'all, I hope you've all been doing well and surviving all the crazy storms that have been going by, too, here in the South and the Midwest. Take care, and next time we'll be putting out the garden.